From batters scratching lines on the pitch to umpires holding caps like unpaid assistants, there are many gestures in cricket that we see but never question the logic behind them. So in today's video, let's understand the why behind these moments and get ready because this is going to blow your mind. Number 1. Why do batsmen tap the pitch with their bat? When a batsman walks to the crease and taps the pitch with the bat, it might look like a boring routine, but it actually does a lot of work in a few seconds. First thing, it's a quick pitch check. That tap tells the batsman if the surface feels hard, soft, dry, or slightly awkward, and the bat sends that feedback straight to the hands. Then comes the body setup. While tapping, the feet settle in, the stance gets comfortable, shoulders line up, and the bat naturally falls into position without overthinking. It also helps mentally. With the crowd shouting and the bowler charging in, that tap acts like a reset button, telling the brain to focus only on the next ball. On top of that, it helps the batsman judge distance from the crease and stumps, so positioning stays consistent throughout the innings. What looks like a simple habit is actually preparation happening at full speed. Number 2. Why do players wear white zinc cream on their faces? Those white zinc stripes on a cricketer's face are not a fashion statement, they are straight up survival gear. Imagine standing under brutal sunlight for 6 or 7 hours, no shade, no break, just vibes and heat. Zinc works like a shield. Instead of soaking up sunlight like regular sunscreen, it straight up bounces the rays away, which is why players slap it on danger zones like the nose, cheeks and under the eyes where the sun hits hardest. You've probably seen David Warner or Steve Smith looking like warriors during test matches, and even guys like Stark and Lyon don't step out without it in hot conditions. Aussies made it popular because their sun does not play nice. It also cuts glare, so when a batter looks up or a fielder tracks a high catch, their eyes don't get fried. Plus, it keeps the skin calmer during long days. That white paint is pure experience. Number 3. Why does the umpire hold the bowler's cap? When you see an umpire casually holding a bowler's cap, it looks random, but it's actually pure logic at work. Bowlers can't run in wearing a cap because one sprint and it's flying somewhere near square leg. At the same time, they can't just drop it on the field either, because if the ball hits any random object like a cap, helmet or towel, boom, 5 penalty runs to the batting side. Nobody wants to gift runs like that. So the safest option is handing it to the umpire, who stays in one fixed spot and won't accidentally turn the cap into a fielding obstacle. It also keeps the area clean so the bowler can focus on speed and rhythm, not cap management. And yes, there's a tradition angle too. Umpires are trusted with responsibility, so the cap handover is cricket's quiet way of saying, handle this for me while I do my thing. Number 4. Why do bowlers measure their run-up with steps? For a bowler, the run-up is everything. Mess that up and the whole delivery goes out the window. That's why they count their steps like their life depends on it. One extra step or one short step and suddenly the balance is off, timing feels weird and the ball comes out wrong. By measuring the run-up, the bowler makes sure they hit the crease at the exact same spot every single time. It helps them land the front foot safely behind the line, avoid no balls, and save their body from awkward landings that scream injury. Over time, those steps get locked into muscle memory, so even under pressure, the body just flows without thinking. And when the pitch is slippery or uneven, counting steps helps adjust without guessing. It's not superstition, it's control disguised as walking. Number 5. Why do players appeal even when it's clearly out? In cricket, appealing is pure reflex. From the time players are kids, they're told to shout if there's even a 1% chance, so over the years, it becomes automatic. Ball hits something, Brain switches off, mouth switches on. Even when it looks plumb, the appeal still explodes out. One big reason is to erase doubt from the umpire's head. Umpires are human, and a loud, confident, full team appeal says, "Trust us, we saw it." It also fires up the fielding side. 10 players yelling together boosts energy and keeps everyone locked in, especially during long, dry spells. And sometimes, no one is fully sure. Edges are tiny, sounds are confusing, light is bad. Appealing costs nothing, but staying quiet can cost a wicket. That shout is habit, pressure, and teamwork all mixed into one loud moment. Number 6. Why do batsmen look at the sun? When a batter looks up at the sun before or during an over, it's not daydreaming or getting philosophical. It's a quick reality check. They're basically asking, how bad are you going to mess with me today? If the ball goes up in the air from a big shot or a lucky edge, the sun can turn the ball invisible, so checking its position early avoids panic later. It also helps the eyes adjust. Jumping straight from shade into full sunlight can feel rough, so that quick look prepares the vision before the bowler runs in. There's a tactical side too. Batters clock which areas are harder to see, which quietly affects shot choices. And honestly, it's also a mini pause. A small break to reset the mind before chaos resumes. It looks casual, but it's calculated. Number 7. Why do batsmen mark their guard with a bail or spike? When a batter marks the guard, it's all about knowing exactly where they stand, literally. Taking guard from the umpire sets the position, and scratching that mark with a spike or bail is like dropping a pin on Google Maps. As the game goes on, crease lines fade, footmarks show up, and the pitch starts looking messy. Without a mark, the batter can slowly drift forward or backward without even noticing. That tiny scratch keeps them locked into the same spot every ball, and when the position stays the same, footwork feels natural, timing improves, and shots come out cleaner. There's also a comfort thing. In a game where bowlers change plans and the pitch does weird stuff, that mark is the one thing that doesn't move. It keeps the batter grounded and in control. Number 8. Why do players wear white in Test cricket? Seeing everyone dressed in white in Test cricket is not about looking classy, it's just smart and old school. These matches go on forever, full days under the sun, and white reflects heat instead of soaking it up, which matters when you're out there for hours feeling cooked. It also makes life easier visually. That red ball pops way more against white kits, which helps batters pick it early and fielders judge catches, especially when the ball gets old and sneaky. But there's also a vibe thing. Tests are serious business, no flashy colours, no distractions, just bat versus ball, patience versus pressure. Everyone looks the same too, stars and rookies included, so it's all about performance, not reputation. White isn't for style points, it's part of the whole test match mood. Number 9. Why do players shake hands at the end of every match? At the end of a cricket match, that handshake line is basically the reset button. During the game, it's all intensity, sledging, staring contests, and pressure moments where nobody's smiling. But once it's done, hands come out and it's like, alright, game stays there. That small gesture draws a clean line between competition and real life. Cricket gets emotional, things are said, moments get heated, and tension quietly builds up. The handshake cools all of that down without speeches or apologies. It's a silent way of saying, we fought hard, respect. It also shows everyone watching that rivalry doesn't mean disrespect. You can go all out to win, but once it's over, you acknowledge the effort on the other side. That's the culture. No drama, no grudges, just closure and move on. Number 10. Why batters ask for guard before the first ball? Before a batter even thinks about facing the first delivery, they ask the umpire for guard, and that moment is way more important than it looks. The batter stands upright, points fingers, and that's not random hand waving. One finger means line me up with leg stump. Two fingers means middle and leg, and three fingers means straight on middle stump. It's basically the batter choosing their reference point. Once the umpire confirms it, the batter marks that spot on the pitch with spikes, a bail, or the bat, locking in their position. This matters because batters move around constantly, and as the pitch gets rough and crease lines fade, that mark keeps them grounded. It helps with leaves, shot selection, and knowing exactly where the stumps are without looking back. For new batters, it's also a calm moment to settle in, scan the field, and switch focus on before the real action starts. Now that you know the reasons behind these moments, tell me this. Which one surprised you the most? Or is there any cricket habit you've always found weird? Comment down, and a ball hitting a camera, a run out not given because no one appealed, or even extra runs coming from an accidental deflection. These moments feel unreal, yet they are written in the rulebook. If you want to explore some of the weirdest and most surprising cricket rules, click this video right now.